Hello everyone, my name is Jitendra Bafna. In today's video, we're going to see how to handle error in the MuleSoft Composer. So MuleSoft Composer provide a component called error handler which we can use to handle the errors in the MuleSoft Composer flow. So basically I have one small service which I've created in the MuleSoft which returning some to-do list basically, right? And this particular service is be deployed to the cloud hub, and we have created the API instance for same, and we have created one small basic policy, or we applied a small basic policy, basic authentication, where if you see the username, the password is admin. Okay, so let me browse this URL. So it will prompt me for username and the password. I will provide admin. So I got this particular response back. Okay, so let's start creating the MuleSoft flow basically. So I will use this particular API for doing error handling. So you just log in into composer.mulesoft.com. You will see the option here, create a new flow. I will click on create new flow. So two options are there. I will just start with create a flow from scratch. Okay, so I just created, and you can just name this flow. I can just say error handling demonstration. I will just apply. The first thing, I will create a scheduler. That scheduler should run every 15 minutes. So we have multiple options. You can select minimum of 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, 1 hour, 5 hour, 1 day, 7 days, and maximum up to 30 days. So I will go with 15 days. Okay. Then I will add one flow system action that is known as a HTTP connector. I just want to retrieve the to-do list. I create HTTP connection, and I have to create a connection. I will just say MuleSoft to do connection. I just giving the name, and the authentication type is a basic authentication where I have to pass the username and password. So okay, and I will just copy the base URL and paste the base URL here. Provide the username, it's admin, the password is admin. Okay, just say next. It will ask you to test this particular request, so you have to provide a request path. So this is my request path. So you can provide the health endpoint also, whatever endpoints you have, you can provide that. It just for the testing, it will make sure like it able to connect to the service. Just click on connect. So it is just testing the connection. So the connection has been successfully tested. Now you have to provide the action. So what you have to, it's a simple request, right? I don't have a paginated request, just a simple request. What is the HTTP method? It should be the get. And what is the path? So we just now copy this path, right? So you have to provide that resource path. Just paste it here. Okay, and if you have any header or anything, you can add it, and you have to provide, or if you have any request, you can add the request. If you have any response, you can add example response. But in get we have a response. I will just say add example response, and let me copy this, and I will just say control V. So this is my example. Just save it. Okay, so just we we have created a simple flow. I will just save this, right? And let me open my Slack also. I have to open my Slack. Okay, for now. So just done that, like just test it. If everything looks good, so it will just say everything is good. So it will start testing your flow. Okay. So next thing what I will do, I will go there and I will change my password to admin12. Save. Okay, I'm just changing my username to admin12, and now I will try to send the request again, and there should be the authentication failure, right? So let's wait for some seconds, because like when we do any changes on the policy, it take around 20-30 seconds to get reflect. So let's wait. Let me just browse this. Let me put admin. It should throw me the authentication error. Yeah, yeah. it haven't accept that username and password because we have changed it. Now test the flow. What happens? Let's see. Because we have configured the username and the password equals to admin and username is the admin and password is the admin. But now on the API manager, I've changed the username to admin12. So here we have error and we got the error authentication attempt failed. Right now I want to handle this error. In case if I'm passing any wrong username and the password, I want to handle this error, right? For now, I will just revert back to admin, go there. So MuleSoft provide a component, okay, which is known as a error handler. So I can click on plus sign and we have an error handler component. In error handler component, we have a watch and on error. So watch, like you can add those component which should be the part of your error handler basically. For example, under the try, you write some piece of the code, right? So watch is nothing, it's a kind of try, and on error is nothing, it's kind of catch basically, right? So if you see there are you can just put some conditions also, and you can define like what we have to do. Once error occur, you have to continue or you have to stop. For now, I will just select as a stop, and I will bring, what I will do, I can bring this component, at the top. Let me just, okay. So what I've done, I put this HTTP component under the watch, right? So whatever steps you want to perform, like for whatever component you need to do the error handling, you can put under the watch basically. Watch is nothing, it's a normal flow, whereas when error occur within the watch, it will just it will move, the control will come to on error, and depending on what you have defined, it will take the appropriate action. So now what I have to do, whenever any error occur, right, I want to send to the Slack, right, this particular error occur. And even whenever my schedule successfully completed, I want to post the message to the Slack, right? So what I will do, so first thing, for example, my HTTP request gets successfully completed, I want to post the message to the Slack. I will click on the plus sign, I'll put the Slack connector under the watch only. Okay, so because this is my happy flow, or you can call this as a successful flow, so I will use the Slack. I have an existing connection with my Slack defined in my MuleSoft Composer. So I already discussed in my previous video how you can define the test connection with the Slack. Just test connection. Then just say what you have to do. I want to post the message to channel. Which channel? Just select on this drop down, pick list from list, and it will list down all the, So I will just use this SAP account. This is my channel. So if you see it, I have one channel called SAP account, right? Or even I can use training also. So let me change to training basically. Okay. Oh, and what message you want to put? So you can define the message. I can choose custom expression, and I can just say schedule HTTP job completed. Okay. So that's it. So whenever anything gets successful, it will be posted to the training channel saying schedule HTTP job completed. Whenever there is any error occur, right, I have to throw the error message. So I can click on plus sign. I can just again select a Slack message. Okay. Test the same test connection. I can use send a message, post the message to channel. And which channel? This time I will select some different channel. So for example, I can select the accounting as the channel where I can post all the error message. Now I want to define some error message. I want to know what kind of error is coming, what is the error type. So I click on this search button and I can use the custom expression. Okay. I can go to data. I can just say error description. Okay. And you can search, there might be some error description under error handler. It create a two field error description error type. So I will just click error description, then I can just say error type, and I can just double click on error type. Okay, and it will validate your JSON syntax or validate the syntax, and I can just say apply. Now what you have, I'm just posting this message to the Slack, correct? So I have done this part. Let me save this. Okay, so we have a two channel. I make use of two channels. One is I think accounting and one is training. So first we will test with a happy flow. So right now, as you know, I have revert back my username in the API manager to the admin. So my current username and the password for my API is admin and admin. Okay, so just test this out. It is successfully completed, and you can see under the training channel the schedule http job completed. You can see that message has been posted. Next thing, I will go back to API manager. I will just change my username, edit configuration. I will just change the username to 1 2, save. And here, if you see in my MuleSoft Composer, when I've created the connection, the username configured as a admin and password configured as a admin. But now I've changed the username in the for that particular API to admin12, right? So when I will try to test it again, it should fail and it should post the message to the accounting channel. Okay. So let's see. These are some old messages. So let's see what message we get now. So go back to Composer and test the flow. And what will happen? It will stop. The test finished with the error. Let's say select. We got the errors, right? Error description, authentication failed, error type. So here, if you see, I want to show you one more scenario. I will edit this, and I will after I will just what I will do. I will minimize this flows, and here after running it should stop. What I will do to test this scenario, I will add one more component after error handler. So let me do system action. I can use the Slack, the same connection. I can just say send a message, post a message to channel, and I will again select the same channel. Okay, so I can select this training channel. Okay, so what I can do, training channel. So pick, wait, okay, so you just click here and pick from list and just say training channel, and here I will say flow completed. Okay, so this particular action, what I have done, I put after error header, and if you see in on error, what I put after running, it should stop. Just save this and test it out. This this post message to channel in Slack should not work because we are stopping here. We are saying you should not continue if any error occurs. So error comes. So here you can see in the error description, but in training account you cannot see anything, right? You cannot see anything. Correct? So now what I will do, let's do one thing. I will change to on error continue. Let's see what happens. Save it. Now this flow should work. This Slack where we have saying flow completed, this should run because we are using in on after running it should continue. Even error occur in this watch, right? So it should continue. So that's what we are saying. Okay, so just test this out. Okay, the test is successfully finished. That's fine. So first thing, let's see if any error. Yeah, we got the error message here, right? And under the training, we got the message flow completed. Okay, so now let's come end this video with some happy flow. So where I will just say edit configuration, I will just revert back my username to admin. Save it. Let's wait for 20-30 seconds before we test this flow. You can add more error types, also add on error. You're going to see some complex scenario in upcoming videos. So this time it should not record any error on accounting, right? We have a 1 2 3 error, but it should not have a 4. What will happen in this training, you will see two messages: schedule http job completed and the flow completed. Again, like once we test it, let's test this out. tested. And here you can see schedule HTTP job completed, flow completed. Let's see any error recorded. No, there are only 1, 2, 3. Those are the previous error. No new error has been recorded, right? So that is how you can make use of the error handler component in your MuleSoft Composer flow. It's very easy to use, and it also support like on error continue and on error propagate, which we use in the MuleSoft kind of logic, right? So I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please click on like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.